Good question. First coffee, because this is important. Let's talk about funded accounts. So I know a lot of people that are in my Telegram channel and that are on these streams have funded accounts. I have funded account myself. I trade funded accounts. When you're trading funded accounts, first and foremost, you got to understand what it is and what you're doing. Most prop firms, if you don't know what a prop firm is the firm, it's a funded account. It's the firm that offers a funded account. Most prop firms, I would say basically all of them, their funded programs that they have is designed for you to fail. Understand that. If you pass all the loopholes and all the requirements that they have, it's like basically you pass the test. Now we can give you money, real money to trade with, but they also, you got to be very careful, because I've experienced people, it hasn't happened to me, but I know people that has passed the whole challenge. They get the live account, they make profits, they want to withdraw the profits, boom, denied. Why? Because they breached some rule, and like basically you cannot set a trade without having stop loss, or you cannot trade over the weekend or certain times, or you cannot trade during news. Like these prop firms, you got to read the rules properly. It's very important, because they have all these loopholes that you got to run through, that you got to jump through. So make sure you understand the rules. You don't breach them, so it doesn't happen to you that you come to a live account, you want to do your withdrawal, and they deny it because you have breached the rule. So that's that. That's number one. Number two, when you trade your funded account, always, let's say, to keep it simple, let's say it's a 10K account, to have some simple numbers. Let's say it's a 10K account. The rules are you can lose your maximum drawback is 5% a day and 10% in total. Let's say that's the rules. That means you can have a drawback of $500 on your 10K account in one day maximum, and you can have maximum 1K drawback totally. All right. When you trade that account, don't see that you have $10,000 to trade with. See that you have $1,000 to trade with. You can do a maximum drawback of $1,000. That means you only have a $1,000 account to trade with. So your lot size should be accordingly to how much you can lose in that challenge. I'm gonna write it down to make it a little bit simpler. We have a 10K account. 10K funded account. Maximum 10% total drawdown. That equals $1,000. All right. Now, normally when you trade $1,000, a $1,000 account, a 1K account, you have a lot size at around 0.1. All right. So my recommended lot size is always for people is to, if you have a $100 account, it's basically 0.01. If you have a 1K account, then it's 0.1. That's your lot size per pip. So here, what do? You use lot size 0.1. You see this as a $1,000 account, not as a 10K account. Why is that? This is because if you see it as a 10K account, you start risking as a 10K account when trading it, you will, if you have like 2-3 losses, you will blow the account, because you will now suddenly use lot size 1. Lot size 1 is $10 per pip, and if the market moves 50 pips, you're done. That's your 500%. That's your $500 that you can risk in one day. That's your 5% in one day. You're out for that day. Do it one more time, you're out totally from the challenge. And the thing is, you can gamble and be like, okay, shit, let me gamble, and if it doesn't hold, I make a new account. Like, that is a strategy that you can use. I don't recommend that strategy. Better, if you want to do that, think it through properly. I've used that several times, but I know what I'm doing. I've had several funded accounts. I've blown up several funded accounts. I have multiple withdrawals. So like I've been through all of that, all of this whole process. And every time I'm getting a funded account, I'm already starting at the new one. So when I get a live account, I'm starting at a new challenge. That's also very good for you to remember. So, but back to this. Sorry, I sidetracked. So you can lose 10%. That is equivalent to $1,000 on your 10K account. So you are trading with a 0.1 lot size when you're trading this. And don't be eager to like pass the challenge quick. You see some people pass it in 2 days, maybe 24 hours, maybe 1 week. Do your own race. Do your own race, because in the long term, like you can gamble, you place one winning trade, boom, and you pass the challenge. The problem is you will come in with the same mentality to your live account, boom, you violate it, you breach the rules, you back down, starting from scratch again. And the problem with that is this is what I wanted to say. So you think that okay, it's cool, I just buy a new account, but the problem is for every time you buy a new account, psychologically you're taking a loss, and you're taking a loss, and you lose your confidence in what you're doing. You get more and more emotional, and you absolutely don't want to be emotional when you trade anything, and especially not a funded account. You gotta be, I want to say ice cold, but it gotta be money that you don't care about. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Use 0.1 lot size, trade it safe, build it up slowly but surely. This is how I'm doing it. I've passed it several times in like 3-4 days. And that is that. Then, when you get your live account, this is what you do now. When you get your live account, when you pass your challenge, you get your live account. It depends on what prop firm you use, because they have different challenges. I'm using Funded Trader Plus. Why do I use them? Because they have a rapid challenge that I use, the expert challenge, or the experience challenge, I think it's called. And that means I only have to do one phase, and that one phase, when it's passed, it's no time limit. So as soon as I pass it, I get a live account. This is why I'm using them. But they have very strict rules. So I can only have a 3% daily drawdown, and I can only have a 6% total drawdown. Keep that in mind. Very important. So I gotta have a very tight risk management when I trade an account. Now I'm confident in my own trading. I'm confident in my scaling of the account, slowly but surely, like I mentioned. So I know I can handle it, but I know that everybody can't handle it. So understand what you're doing. Now, when you pass your challenge, you come into the live account. Now you're trading live money. This is when nerves easily can start to kick in. First time I got my live account, I had a 50K funded account. I passed the challenges. I got the live account. I came into plus, and I got fucking overconfident, and I blew the account in the matter of 3 days. Scalping, boom, 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 boom. I blew it. This was the first time I did it, and what did happen? Because I started to get overconfident just from the challenge itself, because I was basically winning every trade I was taking. I passed the challenge. I got my live account. I got one win, I think, in with my live account. So I was in plus, and I was like, let's scale it up and let's get out money. And this was important also. I needed money. So I started to get emotional. So I wanted to get out the money quick. The money came out quick, but in the wrong side. I lost the whole account. So my strategy, but I have had several successful live accounts. So my strategy when I have live accounts is I first build up a buffer. I build up a margin. So let's get back to the 10K account. Let's say we pass the challenges. We have a funded 10K account. It's live. What do? My strategy is build it up 1%. 1% at a time. 1%, what is that? $100. So first day, your goal is to try to build it up to 1%. Not in one trade. Try to build it up in several trades. Why you want to do that? Because you want to create a margin. So you want to come to the winning, to the plus side, and have a margin of at least 3-4%. So you have some room to play with. So you're not like backed against the wall with a gun against your head or a knife against your throat, when you're trading, because that's when you become emotional, and that's when you start to trade wrong. So you want to create that margin so you are not emotional anymore, so you can trade calmly, peacefully, do proper trades, and look at your funded live account as a long-term thing. Your challenge, you can, if you want to, you can look at it as a short-term thing. You buy one, you blow it up, you buy next one. But as soon as you have the live account, look at it as a long-term thing. This is gonna be your work, your income now. You get signals, focus on them, make sure you stay alert on them, know what signals you're taking. Don't go in and risk your own trades if you don't know what you're doing. If you haven't traded more than 6, 7, 8 months, don't go in and do your own trades. You don't have that experience to handle it, especially now as the market is right now. Understand that. So look at it in long-term perspective. Treat it with respect. Treat your money with respect. It will show you respect back. You will accumulate your account. You will grow it. Suddenly, your 10K account is an 11K account. You have made 10% in profits. You will do in your first withdrawal. When you do that first withdrawal, something magic happens because you have only seen numbers on a screen all the time. Suddenly, the money becomes real. You're like, shit, I have 1K that I made in profit. Okay, they will take their cut. The prop firm will take their cut. So let's say it's 20% that they take. So from the 1K that you made in profits, you keep in $800. Boom! Suddenly you made $800. You have it out. You can use it. Buy something nice for you. And I'm saying that treat yourself. Something. It can be something cheap. Go and eat a nice dinner with your girl or your date or whatever. I don't know what. Buy yourself some new shoes, sneakers, something, so that you feel that reward. All right. So that you feel that reward and you be like, shit. Mentally, this was super nice. Accumulated slowly but surely, built up my account till I was 10% in profit. I withdrew that profit, and I'm enjoying that profit, guys. That is when something magic happens. That's when you start to really believe in trading, and you start to become very cautious of your risk management because you want to do that again. You want to do that again, and you know that you deserved it because you stick to the rules, you stick to your strategy, you played it safe, you played it good, you had because if it breaks this, then I think we'll move up a lot. Thanks, bro. Helped a lot. Do you got any recommendation on what prop firm to go with? Funded Trader Plus. I'm using Funded Trader Plus. I'm using Funded Trader Plus, and I'm using the Funded Trader program. Now I'm gonna tell you the difference between these two. And why I use these two. I use these two because the challenges are quick. So Funded Trader Plus, I only have to pass one phase. You can have, let's look at it. I'm talking about, let's look at it. Funded Trader Plus, boom. Okay, so here's the different programs that they have. I'm using the experience program, trader program. Don't use their, I think it's the Master Trader program, right? Yeah, exactly. The Master Trader program. Don't use this one. This is basically, this is how you lose money. People think that, oh shit, I can get a funded account quick. No, bro. You are basically losing money when you do this. It's you're paying the same amount of money that you are allowed to have in drawdown, and then when you have payouts, you got to pay a percentage of that. Guys, you're losing money. You gotta see the mathematics in this. The Experience Trader program is what I see to be the most valuable in this one. But you gotta understand what you're doing here. So why is this one good? This one is good because it's a single phase, evaluation phase, one single phase, no time limit, trading days, none. And this means I have to pass the first challenge. When that is passed, I'm good. I get a live account immediately. As soon as the KYC is passed and everything, all right? Now, these are the rules. The profit splitting is I keep 80%, they take 20%. I get my fee back as soon as I have passed the challenge and made 10% in profits. This is the requirements, all right? Now, why is this one? Why doesn't everybody take this one just because it's so good? No, this is the problem. Not a problem, but this is the tough requirements. You can only have 6% in total drawdown, all right? And you can only have 3% in daily drawdown. So when you do this challenge, you really got to know what you're doing. You got to have some proper risk management, all right? Second thing is that you are these accounts are a little bit more expensive. So let's say, like for example, $250 on the Funded Trader Plus. Now on the Funded Trader program, you get a 50K account. And here you only, for $200, you only get a 25K account. So this one is more expensive, but still though, for me, this one is more worth it. In the Funded Trader program, you have to do 2 phases. Also, no time limit, but when you pass the first phase, you have to do the second phase also, with a little bit rest of requirements. You don't have to make 10% on the second phase. I think it's 5 or 6%. Then you're done. Then you get in the live accounts. You have a little bit more playroom. I think it's 8% drawdown, 4% daily drawdown. So Funded Trader program is one option. Funded Trading Plus is another option, and it's what I'm using now. So guys, evaluate it and see what's best suited for you. If you're an aggressive trader and you know that, like when you're trading, you got to be honest with yourself. You got to understand, you got to know yourself as a person and as a trader. Otherwise, you will never be profitable. You got to understand your own personal characteristics. So if you know that you are an aggressive trader, you like action, you love volatility, you want to see quick moves, you want to see big moves, this is not the right one for you, because this drawdown will have you breaching, will make him do a hard breach in no time, and you will lose the account. All right, so that is that. Back to the charts. Let's see what's going on with GBP.